back to Timberborn and our Update 7 series. And last time we got our first zip lines going, and I've just let time progress a little bit so that the bad water started flowing so we can see where it goes to. It does indeed go to where we want it to go, so we can look at putting in our first bad water pump, which is what we're going to do. And yes, I didn't put this in exactly the ideal place because we have kind of restricted where we can do things. Do I want to move it? I could. And that means we've got to move it and then get back here to build it again. So we're just going to work around that fact by using some platformage. And that will let us put a path around here. Not ideal, but will work. Can we demolish that from above? It looks like we can, so we will set both of those to be demolished just because we can. And we're going to put in bad water pump. Do I want to put in a couple of bad water pumps? Probably, because we this is not the biggest area. We eventually will want to improve things, probably just making this deeper, but for now we just want to get some bad water going. So let's get ourselves somewhat organized. I know it's a bit of a shock for me. Get the bad water pump. Yes, please. We'll put in 2 of those just there, like that. We can come down there. I think, just for kind of convenience, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have a staircase down there as well, and then put in a... Do we want to unlock now? We've got the resources, we've got the science. I think that we unlock the large tank, one there. We have that set as a supply, but if we make those a priority to build, I think that'll be a good idea. Yeah, get those done, get that going. I love that we're only a really nice distance away from the district centre. We can continue retreating from here as well. Not that we specifically need to, but I think it's kind of cool. Also, yes, I should probably have built these on platforms. Is it worth us deleting them and rebuilding them? A bit of me says yes, given that we've got a lot of work to do to get this up and running. So, yeah, let's do that. A bit of me says because we can build them from up here, we build them on double platforms. So like that. So we gain even more power benefit. And yeah, that is the better way to do it. We can then get underneath, continue to dynamite out if we need to. Yes, there was the suggestion that we should eventually make this into a big reservoir. I do long term have a plan to do that. This potentially allows us to do that because we can open this area up to progress from this being a reservoir to this being a reservoir. So it all makes perfect sense. So yes, that's all solid ideas. Definitely agree. I could have put a levy there because I think we good word usage. Good word usage. I think we can get rid of that. Definitely. We might want to have, if we're going to start building stuff over here, some small warehouses and some small piles and warehouses for the common building thing. So let's do that. So we've got gears, metal blocks, planks. We've got wood, so we don't need that. So yeah, I think that's a sensible approach. The other thing that I've just realized is it's probably worth us putting in a dam piece over here to retain what we can for now until we've got the capability to actually improve things. So we'll get that somewhat prioritized as well. We'll have all of these prioritized by haulers, and we'll let them do this, and we'll just go back over and check on the main colony because there are some things we need to sort. So let's get those paused, get those unpaused. Our water source are pretty full actually, so I don't think we need to worry about unpausing those. Is there anything else we need to do? We can delete you and get those logs back. Our log supply is not looking awful. Those are being cut down, which is fine. Oh, you're flooded. No. Oops. Simple triggers, please come back. Yeah. Definitely need simple triggers back. There's nothing left for you to do. So let's also plant some sunflowers in there. Yep. The other thing that we probably want to think about doing, literally, as I think about it. Now, do we need to worry about it actually? I was just about to say we want to be able to block off the bad tide, but we've fixed this now. So we don't need to worry about it actually. The one that I do want to think about doing is up here. I'm just trying to think about the best way to get up there and how to do it. Actually, we'll look at it during the bad tide. Is to put a block in here somewhere, because we had the problem that when we opened this there was still bad water up here, but we'll look at that during the bad tide, assuming that the bad tide is relatively long. The other thought, I guess, is that we won't be able to pump from the drought farm during the bad tide. So do we... I guess we can't build... That makes me think, actually, and this is a bit of a pivot. That's because they're not for that. If we get this built, which we don't have the resources for yet, always short of planks. I'm just thinking about trying to store more water. But actually this is going to stay as clean water, isn't it? So we'll be able to pump this for a while. I'm second guessing myself. I'm just going to throw in... It's not a huge amount, but it's more. And it's just logs. So... I'm just thinking that bad tides are getting longer, going to be getting longer. So, yeah. And we don't have a reservoir particularly built yet. So... does mean that we don't really need to worry about that yet, because we're going to have a continuous supply of bad water. It's a bad tide, so yeah. We're able to store a bit of water in there, and that's too deep, so that's cool. We can make this much deeper, actually, with explosives. So that's a thing. That's a thing. Do we move? No, we don't really want to move the smelting yet. So what we want to be doing is continuing this across. We need to be... I'm going to add a staircase here. And I think we can probably, once that's built, delete that. I'll let them get that built. I'm stacking up all this crazy amounts of building again. Because we've got all of this to build as well. Let's put in that. Just thinking in terms of building these, probably to build this gravity battery, they're going to need to get up there. The rest of it, they've already got access to build. So that's okay. Are they building that? Not, gents, hey? It's not. There are more important things for you to build, I believe. Pause those as well. That's going to stop generating power in a bit, so that's probably not important. That would be really good for them to build. If you would, please. Prioritization is a thing. What we should do is put in a few small tanks for bad water. Oh, that's extract. That's biofuel. Jesus. Bad water. Bad water. Because we've got a bad tide coming, I think we can just go with the one now, maybe even none, because we're not going to be using it for a while. So actually, yeah, let's pause those for now. I know, having worked so hard to get to it, it seems a bit silly, but we don't actually need it at the moment. So pause. Closed. Closed. Oh, we were a bit late there. Closed. Are you set to close above contamination? Right. How are we looking? And that's a good opportunity to deal with one of the requests that we had, which was to put in some string gauges. Yes, please. So, again, O for automation. I mean, this one, we could have trigger off contamination, but I just don't think it'll work properly. So, I don't think it's that contaminated. 6%. No, it's okay. And what we could do, again, from one of your suggestions, bad water pump, we should probably build it out into the deeper area. So let's, so we are getting a bit of contamination spread because that's now full of bad water. Bad water pump there. So yeah, there's a little bit of contamination spread because this does have bad water in it. 2 squares of it. I guess... No, we can't make it smaller because... Well, we could, but only that one. No, we can't because of the platform. Yeah, so that's as small as we can make that. What we can do is if we get that built, we can pump the small amount of bad water out. This will stay clean. This we close up. Reset that. Yeah, that's all fine. That's all fine. And then, yeah, if we look at this, so now we are able to see properly. If we come in here with a platform and come across here, and then might as well go double platforms there, across here, and then everyone's favorite, the warehouse. And if we put in a single floodgate there, we can close off the flow through there. Now, is the issue that might overload the rest of it. So what we're going to do is come there. So we've got 9 days to sort this. We're going to delete you. Do we delete them or do we cut them down? I think we'll delete them just for speed. You. No, let's delete you and you. I want to get to that block essentially. Let's do some prioritization, because if we don't prioritize them, they won't get done. Yep, let's do that. Cool, I'm going to not have those prioritized anymore. Yep. Pause that. The thing that I wanted to test with this, I'm not confident that just deleting that will stop everything. And I've also missed closing these up. Oh, I can really relate to JC and his I need my simple triggers mod. I really do. But what we're going to do is build a warehouse there. That's going to be high priority. And so that that happens, we're going to come back with our prioritization tool and do that. Actually, what we can do is that, as long as that one is slightly lower. There we go. Yeah, that's not great. Not great. And we will also do that. Yeah. I don't think there's anything down there that they're going to try and get, but I would rather them not try and go down there at all. So, food-wise, we have the basics, which is not the best. It's not the most exciting for the beavers. We are growing wheat. We are growing wheat. We have a decent amount of wheat stored. We could actually store more wheat. don't want to put in a grist mill yet. So yeah, that's done. Awesome. We'll just set that to empty. That should mean that they don't go down the stairs. And if we come up here, that's, oh, they're going all the way around there. Okay, fair enough. You do you. But that also gives us access to a load of oak trees. So let's make use of those, because they will be useful. We will also then do that. Yeah. So it's an 8-day drought. Our water supply is going to last us not 77 days. I don't believe that. Cool. Oh, we got those built. Awesome. So that's pumping as well. We probably need some storage for bad water. So let's just put in a few small tanks for that, so that they're not dragging it all the way across the map. Yes, I know there's not a brilliant place for it. It's prime arable real estate and all that, but hey, it'll do a job. And hopefully that'll help reduce the contamination. And yep, because this is going to concentrate into here, so that'll be okay. We will close these up now and set this guy is on, because I left it on because I'm dumb. Yep, we've got all that to be built still. We've got all of this to be built still. That's all been built, so they can be unpaused and be built also. That's going to stay open for now. They can be set to, so these little warehouses are temporary, don't worry. They're just so we can get across and do this, because I want to remove this block to make more space for bad water to come through this way, so that when we close this area up here has got capacity. We could also open up this, I guess. Yep, I can get to that. That'll help. And now we've got access to metal. We could put a sluice gate in there so that it only opens when it's bad water. That seems like a good idea, doesn't it? Water. Yep, that's not flooding. So landscaping, sluice gate, in you go. We will prioritize building that, and I'm going to set it to just be open while it's being built, to avoid any nasty splashing. And yep, we can come across here. That can be demolished. And then we can test all of this once it's done. I forgot to prioritize, because they clearly don't want to build that, but someone forgot to prioritize it. That someone is me. So that's gone a kind of nice pinkish hue. I guess we could put a stream gauge in there, just to see what kind of contamination that is. We can't see what contamination that is now, but we could now get down into there and build a stream gauge and get rid of that one. So, and recover the resources from that. We have managed to pump a decent amount of bad water out of there. So, and essentially we're just going to dry this out. suspect in the time that we've got. Yeah, those trees have died. That's fine. That's why they're birch trees. Cool. That's built. So we've got the beginnings of a dam. Am I really... I guess I have put it like that, but that seems dumb. That seems dumb. What we should be doing is coming around here, coming up here, putting in a lumberjack flag and cutting down these oak trees. So sluice gate is in. Let's prioritize demolition of that. Yeah, if we get these oak trees cut, then rather than building up there, we can come across here and around here. That seems much more sensible. Much less resource usage. Generally more useful. But right, that's gone. That's gone. Once night arrives, we will... So once he's gone, yep, let's slow down time. Close above 5% contamination. So we'll just close that. No, we want that the other way around, don't we? We want that way around, so that's open. Then we'll close that. And what I want to see is if this bit dries out. I guess it won't because there's a water source there. But everything else is coping just fine. Is there a water source there? There is, geez. So many water sources up in this area. He says it's coping just fine. It's really not. But for a short period of time, it would be okay. So let's unpause it. Let's open that back up. Because we don't want bad water to come in there. Yeah, so temporarily that would do a job. So let's get rid of that. You can come pick up those bad water soaked logs and we can... Why is there bad water in all of... excuse me. Excuse me. I'm confused. Ah, did that overflow? Yes, that overflowed. Yeah. Okay. When we did that, unintended consequences. Always fun. Oh well, we can cope with that for a couple of days. That's not going to be a huge problem. Let's get some water dumped in there. That is 34% contaminated. Right. Well, we can pause all of you because it's now 0% contaminated. Because there's no water in there. Why are you guys guys just sat on your butts. You missed that, didn't you? Yeah, you didn't tell me about those not being set to be cut. Right, so up here. This is the focus. Let's prioritize those two. We've got our first gravity battery in, and it's now 24,000 HPH. Who remembers what it was last time? No, me either. But that's going to give us 72,000 HPH stored. And we can extend it if we want. So that's cool. I want to come across there like that. With the plan being to connect power that way and this way. Are we going to make that any deeper actually first, I guess, is the question. Probably. So let's focus the cutter on those first so that we can build. Yeah, we are going to make that deeper, aren't we? So let's come across there. Why have I built a levee there? I don't know. And if I don't know, how should I expect you to know? Like that. That means we probably need a few platforms. Yep. Awesome. We are 0.6 days away from the end of the bad tide. We will try and pay attention to it ending. We got through without any beavers being contaminated, at least. This is getting built as well. Excellent. And we finished with 2,000 water stored. That's pretty cool. Metal storage is okay. Liking that. So yeah, what I'm thinking is that I need to pay attention to the end of the bad tide. So I guess first we come over here and it ends when they tell me it ends. Oh, there we go. So let's open that. There will be a spurt of bad water, I assume. How much bad water? How much bad water did it manage to store in that little square? But we will then come up here. We will close this. We will open this. That should help with this backwash problem. We will open. That is open. Awesome. We will pause these. We will open these some amount. That one might as well open away. Yep, that's doing its thing as I wanted it to. Excellent. Let's go back up to double speed. Oh, that's not so good. Let's pause you so that you're not going up there. There are no logs in there either. Let's just have a quick look down here. This is being contained. This is... I'll put that on that so that it gets closed until it's diluted a bit. It should dilute down pretty quick. If we set that to 5%, I'll be happy with that. I think that we can open up now and just let that through. That'll be okay. That we will unpause so they actually get that built. Let's open those up. And those. And those. I can unpause those. Oh, I left those running the whole bad side. Oh well. You don't need to be running. You can be running. You would not be running. You probably shouldn't be pumping. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit of a JC the Beard moment there. Yes, that feels very much like something that would happen to him. As those open. That's something we need to have a look at. Because we don't want that happening every... That's sort itself out. So we don't want that happening every time a bad side ends. If we close those up some more... Just wondering if I open these up a little bit, can we push flow that way, clear down the coastline? Probably want to block these as well in time. But we have 2/3 of our gravity batteries in. Let's just take a moment gain. I know there doesn't need to be a levy there, but it's going to be. And that's what I want to do. For that, we can, yes, do that. I'll put in corners as well. I'll put these. I know it's less efficient, but it takes up less space in the useful area. So do that. That guy's doing that. So we can leave them to it. I'm going to prioritize picking this stuff up because it feels like there's probably useful things in there. Let's... That should just get flushed out now. Naturally, that's all good. That's getting cleaned out. That's generating tons of power. That's slowly getting cleaned out. Water supply is going back up. Yep, that's getting built. So I think probably we should do... I don't know, we should do that. I'm just thinking that we're struggling to build the large tanks at the moment, so a couple more of those would be useful. It's amazing how much bad water was in, I guess, because it gets pressurized in the system. probably want that there so that we can flush that round as well. And then they're getting that bill and that bill. And then, do I want to go higher than 3? It probably makes sense to, actually, even though I've put path on top. So let's set this up to build it to the height that I think it should go. And then worry about other bits, because I think we should plan to build it up to this height. So let's come off there and then there. Let's demolish that. It's a priority. That's nearly flushed out anyway, but it's probably worth having that there anyway. Planks, always planks. To get that, yep. There we go, levy, delete view. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to delete. We're going to come across there, across there. Yes, it's a bit of a weird shape. But hey, aren't we all sometimes? Yes, I know I can drag in multiple directions. I don't want to. Well, actually, I'm going to now, because I'm going to do that. There. Some of it is seeing where I want to go. Actually, let's just come across there. Across there. Right, that means we need those, and then internally, that's going to annoy me. Let's change those. Nope. Oh, another bad tide in 3 days. That's not great. Especially as our water levels are not amazing. Why are we so short of beavers suddenly? Right. Let's do a bit of thinking. You are going to be set to be water. So that we can, yep, we've got loads of water supply. So I'm going to pause gear production and plank production. And now that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we can afford to be 11 beavers down without impacting anything actually. So 2, 5. Right. All of the water pumps on. We are 15 beavers down. So let's make sure that they are coming out of Why am I inventors? I always thought they began with R. Right. They are lowest priority. You are second lowest priority. So, and then I'm going to pause a couple of those. I think we'll be good. Let's just double check. We have 13 inventors. So, yeah, as long as we've got less than 13 spare jobs, we are good. Because we want to try and refill our water supply. Because I've kind of been distracted doing building, and that was bad. That's better. Right. And we'll have a path around the top for now. Okay. Yeah. I'll do that just for completeness. That. We unpaused again. And then we will build a stack. Oh, I've gone blind. Oh, I don't have ladders in this save. I was going to say we'll build a stack of ladders so we can get up to it. But we won't. So what we'll do is we'll come here. We will go around this oak tree. I know it's not efficient, but you know. And we'll do that. Yes, it's ugly, but we can get at this from several directions then. Probably as well, it would be not the worst idea to do something like that. Yep. Still got trees to cut. Cool. So, water supply is... No, it's definitely not going to take 30 days to fill. But it's going to take a bit of time to fill. I think we will put in another triple lodge there. Like that. Let's build a lantern there. Yep. Are these gonna... They're gonna be dead before, aren't they? Yep. Oh well. At least we can pump out of here. So one of the things that we want to be focusing on, I guess, once we've got this built, my plan is, I think we'll probably do a bit of a time lapse at the end of this session. Is just so we can achieve stuff. Maybe not actually. I'm running out of time. I might go large windmills. We might unlock paper actually. I think I'm going to play to see how long the bad tide is, and I'll play through the bad tide, getting this built. If anything bad happens, I'll stop, so you guys can see it. But if not, I'll just try and get this built. I And what I want to do then is try and put some windmills on top of the dam to be able to recharge the gravity batteries. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you have enjoyed. Oh no, we're going to wait. We could close that and save some water up. We've got a couple of blocks worth. So we might as well make use of it. Right. Pause. Pause. Let's close you. I'm going to go early on our defences. That's closed. Let's close you. Close. 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 Closed. Closed. Yep. I think we are good. I think. So 10-day bad tide, which is not too bad for us. You can be closed. We've got 24,000 water with 50 beavers. We're going to use about 100 water for 65 beavers. So we're going to use about 100, call it 150. Yeah, so we're good for water. Cool. Right, I will see you all next time. Bye.